Once upon a time, in a world split by ancient magic, two kingdoms stood apart like sun and shadow. One was Elaria, the radiant land of fairies, where blossoms glowed and laughter filled the air. The other was Noctenwald, a realm of twilight ruled by vampires, steeped in silence and sorrow. For 1,000 years, the two lands obeyed the truce of dusk, a magical border preventing either side from crossing into the other. But fate never listens to old laws. High above the crumbling towers of Varenthal Castle, Prince Kael of Noctenwald stood watching the mist. Cloaked in velvet black, his pale hands rested on the stone balustrade. His eyes, deep red like rose petals soaked in wine, pierced the fog. Lately, something strange stirred in the air. Scents of jasmine. Faint traces of sunlight. It was as if the light itself was reaching toward him. Kael turned away. His people feared the fairies. But he was curious. Across the forbidden border, Elira fluttered through the forest like a drifting petal. Her wings shimmered emerald, and golden curls fell over her shoulders. She was no ordinary fairy, she healed wild animals, spoke with trees, and explored beyond safe paths. The others called her foolish. But Elira felt the pull, the whisper of something forgotten. She knew something waited in the mist. One dusk, she followed that whisper to the edge, and saw a figure in the fog. Their eyes met across the border. He in shadows. She in light. The silence between them crackled with something electric. "You are not afraid?" Kael asked, stepping closer. "No," Elira said, wings stilling. "Are you?" He smiled faintly. "No." They spoke like old souls, curious and cautious. That first meeting was brief, but neither forgot it. The next dusk, they met again. Then again. Love grew, slow and soft, like a flower blooming in frost. Kael hid his joy behind silence. His father, King Valor, would destroy Elira if he knew. The vampire court viewed fairies as fragile, dangerous creatures. Meanwhile, Elira's people feared the night like it was a poison. Yet each day, she returned. She brought stories, songs, even petals that glowed in his palm. He gave her secrets of the stars, tales of ancient battles, and small shadows that danced when she smiled. But magic feels love. And the border began to waver. One evening, as Kael crossed the edge to meet her under the moonlit glade, they were seen. A vampire scout reported the meeting. Back in Noctenwald, whispers turned to accusations. The council summoned Kael and demanded he renounce the fairy. "I will not," he said. "She is no enemy." His father's eyes burned like fire. "Then you are." At the same time, Elira's wings were bound with golden thread. The fairy high matron called her a traitor. "You have invited darkness into our woods." "I found light in his," she replied. Every 100 years, a blood-blue moon rose in the sky. During this rare night, magic weakened, and the border between realms thinned entirely. Kael and Elira met beneath the tree of stars. They kissed for the first time. But they were not alone. A vampire soldier, loyal to the old king, attacked. Elira shielded Kael with her wings. Wounded, she fell to the moss. Kael's fury ignited. He unleashed ancient magic, turning the soldier to ash. But Elira's wings were torn. Kael fled Noctenwald with Elira in his arms. Deep in the old forest, under the tree of light, he hid her and nursed her back to health. Her glow dimmed, but her spirit did not. "I've lost my wings," she whispered. "You never needed them to soar," he said. He kissed the scars. And in that hollow, something new took root, a dream of a kingdom where both night and day could live. Kael returned to Noctenwald, not as a prince, but a rebel. With Elira at his side, he challenged his father. Fairy allies and outcast vampires joined him. The skies cracked. The mist burned. In the great hall, Kael defeated the king, not with strength, but with the light Elira had given him. "I do not rule with darkness," Kael declared. "I rule with balance." They called it Duskfall, a new kingdom born where shadow and bloom met. Elira's wings slowly grew again, translucent, glowing with twilight. Kael learned to laugh again, surrounded by fairy blossoms. Vampires learned to sing with the stars. Fairies danced under moonlight. They ruled together, not as prince and princess, but as equals. Years later, a child was born. A daughter with silver wings and crimson eyes. The first of her kind. And though old fears whispered in corners, the people of Duskfall believed in something stronger: love, not bound by blood or border. They told her the story of how her parents broke the rules, faced the curse, and chose each other anyway. Because sometimes, the most powerful magic is the courage to love what you are told to fear.